Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are fit and fine. Please open your textbook and look at on page number 61. Unit number 2.4. The name of the unit is The Epitome of Courage. I better know that you should like listening stories of great persons. This lesson is also a story of great scientist. This is an inspiring story of the scientist. The name of the scientist is Dr. Stephen Hawking. This is the true story. I am very glad to teach you and I hope you will definitely like this story. You know about that textbook lesson opens with the chit-chat activities. First of all, we are discussing among ourselves. So today we shall learn the lesson An Epitome of Courage. This title is much suitable to this lesson. Epitome means a very fine example of something. म्हणजेच मूर्तिमंत उदाहरण. And courage means daring. Fearlessness म्हणजेच धैर्य. And epitome of courage means in Marathi धैर्याचे उत्कृष्ट उदाहरण. Look at the activities of the lesson. Here is the quotation. Warming up. A strange truth. Handicapped are those who refuse to take up challenges even with their senses and physiology in perfect condition. Understand and discuss about truth. How can you encourage such people to change and become confident? Discuss at least 4 to 5 ways you can do the above. Dear friends, this quote was absolutely true because it is a strange truth that handicapped are those who refuse to take up challenges even with all their senses and physiology in perfect condition. They have to use their knowledge for such a task, capacity to do all things, but they fear that they can't as they are handicapped. They have to come forward and try to prove themselves. It is our duty to give support such people. There are some ways to give the support. First is we should try to understand and think the reasons behind it. Second, we should try to encourage them and give them confidence. Third one, we should know him or her mindset. And fourth one is we should take him or her in friendly manner. And fifth is we should give examples of successful persons. And the last one is we should advise him or her to be active, brave and courageous. Now look at the first activity. There are pleasant and polite ways of referring to people with physical and mental disabilities. Fill in the table below. There are two parts. The first part is previously used term and the second column is new polite terms. The first is new polite term is usually challenged. That means the previously term is used for blind. The previously used term deaf is new polite term is hearing impaired. The previously used term dumb in new polite term is speech impaired. And fourth one is new polite term is mental impaired, that is previously called mad. The last one is previously used term is lame and new polite term is physically handicapped. Now look at the second activity. This second activity is about writing skill. Read the beginning and complete the story in your own words. Sumit, the son of the shoemaker, was a highly intelligent student in a municipal school. His maths teacher called him Einstein, for he was brilliant in maths. He loved maths. Sumit wanted to study further after SSC. However, he suffered from polio and ... Now continues the story with a favorable positive ending. Friends, you should make plots of story in your mind and complete the remaining story and give suitable title. Now let us discuss about the lesson. Page number 62. An epitome of courage. We often tend to hide behind our weaknesses, disabilities, handicaps, or mourn over them our whole life through. Dr. Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest scientists of this century, did not do so, in spite of suffering from a very rare and dreaded disease. Dr. Hawking continued his research undaunted. His exemplary courage should inspire us to do our best even under trying circumstances. Now in this first paragraph, this is the summary of the lesson in short, and there are some difficult words in the first paragraph. The difficult words here is to mourn, means to feel sad. In Marathi शोक करणे, या ठिकाणी कुढत बसणे. Then dread, that means greatly fear. In Marathi dhaska. There is another word undaunted, which means fearless. In Marathi धैर्य न खचलेला. Exemplary, that means admirable. In Marathi कौतुक करण्याजोगे. So look at the first paragraph. You observe that students, each person of us tries to hide our disabilities, weaknesses and handicaps, and the person don't want to talk about self lacunas. throughout the life. But the real hero of today's discussion is Dr. Stephen Hawking, the greatest scientist of 20th century. He was different from above persons. Though he was suffering rarest disease, he continued his researches about the black holes. This iconic encourage inspire us to do the best our life in all circumstances. That means, in short, in Marathi, बऱ्याच वेळा आपण आपल्या कमतरता, दुबळेपणा लपवतो आणि आयुष्यभर कुढत बसतो. पण डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग यांनी अतिदुर्मिळ आजारावर मात करून आपलं संशोधन कार्य अविरतपणे चालू ठेवले. त्यामुळेच ते अतुलनीय ध्येय त्यांनी गाठलं. म्हणून त्यांना धाडसाचे उत्कृष्ट उदाहरण म्हणजेच ॲन इपिटोम ऑफ करेज किंवा धैर्याचं मूर्तिमंत उदाहरण असं म्हटलेलं आहे. एक्झॅक्टली 300 years after the death of the great scientist Galileo, Dr. Stephen Hawking was born in Oxford, London on the 8th of January 1942. Little did his parents know that one day their little boy would be hailed as one of the greatest scientists of the century. Neither could anybody imagine that his mind would soar up into space like light. More importantly, none could predict that he would be very epitome of courage. In this second paragraph, there are difficult words. Hailed, that means acclaimed, ओळखले जाते. Here is a phrase, to soar up, that means rise high, उंच भरारी घेणे. Epitome means a very fine example of something, that means आदर्श नमूना. Friends, we know that there was a great astronomer named Galileo. Who was Galileo? Galileo was born on 15th February 1564 in Italy. He invented telescope and he was known as the father of astronomy. He was died on 8th January 1642. Exactly 300 years after his death, Dr. Stephen Hawking, hero of today's discussion, was born in Oxford, London. At that time, his parents and others could not know that Stephen will be the greatest scientist of the century, and no one could predict that he would be an epitome of courage. In short, या परिच्छेदामध्ये असं सांगितलेलं आहे की प्रसिद्ध शास्त्रज्ञ गॅलिलिओच्या मृत्यूनंतर बरोबर 300 वर्षांनी, म्हणजे बघा योगायोग कसा आहे, बरोबर 300 वर्षांनी डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिन्स यांचा जन्म झाला. की ज्या स्टीफन हॉकिन्सने अत्यंत प्रतिकूल परिस्थितीमध्ये दुर्दम्य अशा आजारावर मात करत आपलं संशोधन चालू ठेवलं. Now friends, look at the third paragraph. Courage is a wonderful thing. It is that quality which makes people not lose heart when faced with great calamity. It would not be an exaggeration to say that Dr. Stephen Hawking, a living legend of cosmology, is the very personification of courage and hope. Except his mind, his whole body is bound to a wheelchair, thanks to a cruel quirk of fate. Yet he is one of the greatest scientists of this century. Difficult words: calamity, that means misfortune, apatti; exaggeration, that means overstating, in Marathi atishayokti; cosmology, that means study of the origin and development of the universe, Vishwa Utpatti Shastra. Friends, now you should know what is courage. The answer is, the courage is that quality, capacity or ability to face the great difficulties. Stephen Hawking, such a great person. Today we will call him as living legend of cosmology, because though his whole body was bound to a wheelchair, he has a great thirst for getting knowledge and to work for his contribution to cosmology. Do anybody know what is cosmology? Cosmology means it is a science which includes study of stars, planets, or study of origin of the universe. In short, in Marathi, धैर्य जर अंगी असेल तर मनुष्य महाभयंकर संकटांशी सामोरे जाऊ शकतो. हेच तर विश्व उत्पत्ती शास्त्रातील आख्यायिका बनलेले मूर्तिमंत उदाहरण आहे. दिव्यांग असून देखील आपल्या प्रचंड बुद्धिमत्तेच्या साधनेवर या शतकातील महान शास्त्रज्ञ म्हणून डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग यांना ओळखले जाते. Now look at the fourth paragraph. An average child, Stephen grew up to be a normal teenager, full of mischief and lots of love for music and mathematics. Even though his father wanted him to study medicine, he was bent on studying mathematics. The University of Oxford at that time did not have a course in mathematics, so he opted to study physics instead. In this fourth paragraph, there are some difficult words. Teenager. Teenager means the age between 13 to 19. That means 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. That period is called the teenager. Mischief means naughty, khodkar. And there is a phrase, to bend on. That means determined to do something. म्हणजे काहीतरी करण्याचे निश्चित करणे. Now friends, when Stephen Hawking was teenager, he was normal human being, but a naughty boy, just like you. Just fun. all of you are very nice teenager. Stephen Hawking loves music and mathematics. Here we can give the grammar atom. We can use this sentence for not only but also. The answer is he loves not only music but also mathematics. We can also use this as well as. The answer is he loves music as well as mathematics. But his father wanted him to study medical field or medical science. On that time, Oxford University, you better know Oxford University is one of the popular university in the world. And in that Oxford University did not have course in mathematics in those days. So Stephen Hawking studied in physics. म्हणजे स्टीफन हा सर्वसामान्य मुलांप्रमाणे खोडकर होता. त्याचे संगीत व गणितावर खूप प्रेम होते आणि त्याच्या वडिलांची अशी इच्छा होती की आपल्या मुलाने वैद्यकीय शिक्षण घ्यावे. पण ऑक्सफोर्ड युनिव्हर्सिटीमध्ये तशी सुविधा नव्हती. त्यामुळे त्याला भौतिकशास्त्र हा विषय निवडावा लागला. Now look at the 5th paragraph. At the age of 70, Stephen started noticing that he was becoming increasingly clumsy and even fell down a couple of times. For no reason. This perplexed him and he went to see his family doctor, who diagnosed him as suffering from an extremely rare disease, ALS or LOU, Gehring's disease, that affects the nervous system and eventually awakens all the muscles of the body. Stephen says that even as a child, his muscle coordination was nothing to write home about. He recollected that his handwriting would send his teacher into a fit of frenzy. Nor was he inclined towards sports. Nevertheless, this disease came as a bolt from the blue. In this passage, the difficult words are clumsy, that means uncoordinated, aksham, perplexed, confused, kondhalela. Here is a phrase, fit and frenzy, that means a strange and unexpected event, म्हणजे खूप राग येणे. Now, friends, in this passage, when Stephen was 17 years old, he noticed that clumsiness increasing in his body. Being anxious, he went to his family doctor, who diagnosed him as suffering from an extremely rare disease. The name of the disease is ALS or LOU, Gehring's disease. What is the symptom of the disease? The symptom of disease, that is this disease effect on nervous system and weakens all the muscles of the body. Stephen lose his control in muscles. His handwriting was not so good. So the teacher angry on him. Nevertheless, the news of rare disease was shocked by Stephen Hawking. In Marathi, 17व्या वर्षापासून स्टीफनला आपल्या हालचालीतील जडत्व जाणवू लागले. त्यांच्या डॉक्टरांनी अतिशय दुर्मिळ अशा रोगाचे निदान केले. या आजारामध्ये मज्जासंस्थेवर परिणाम झाल्यामुळे शरीरातील सर्व स्नायू कमकुवत होत गेले. हा स्टीफन हॉकिंगला फार मोठा अनपेक्षित धक्का होता. या ठिकाणी आपण पहिला भाग पूर्ण करत आहोत. दुसरा भाग लवकरच.